What is up, everybody? I hope you guys are all having an okay day. We do have some breaking news coming out today and some interesting information regarding a job application for a product manager for RippleX and central bank digital currencies, essentially leading me to believe that, there's going to be creation of stablecoins or creation of CBDCs on top of the central bank ledger that Ripple was essentially operating. So just some interesting verbiage we'll go through. But this just came out about 45 minutes ago. So Ripple Labs interested in bankrupt crypto lender Celsius assets. It doesn't look like it is just the assets. This is coming through Reuters. Now, obviously, this is it looks like the inside track information here. August 10th, San Francisco-based blockchain payments company Ripple Labs, embroiled in a high-profile battle with the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission, is interested in potentially purchasing assets of bankrupt crypto lender Celsius Network, according to a company spokesperson. Now, listen to this quote that they pulled over from this spokesperson because it's interesting. We are interested in learning about Celsius and its assets and whether any could be relevant to our business, the spokesperson said, declining to say if Ripple was interested in acquiring Celsius outright. We know the downfall of Celsius was obviously pretty major. The collapse essentially, Celsius once held $28 billion in assets under management, and they lost 88% of their assets in the mid-June crash, sending shockwaves through the wider crypto world, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Owes its users about $4.7 billion still. And I mean, it was a behemoth, though. I mean, I never personally was into the Celsius thing. I'm sure they still have a lot of assets. I'm sure that the platform itself still has infrastructure built out that could potentially, maybe, based on this quote here, facilitate itself into some sort of a Ripple product down the road. So this will be really, really interesting to pay attention to. It's certainly one of the larger announcements that we've seen in a little while. On top of this, just real quick, the dollar is taking a dump today. So we see crypto kind of on the rise. Bitcoin is still in a bear flag. I know you guys hate when I do anything with TA. So I haven't really made any moves for the past handful of weeks here. I've talked about that before. It'll be interesting to watch how this all plays out as well. All right, product managers, CBDCs, just came out a couple of days ago. Now, this role is going to be based in London/New York and will report to the senior product manager for CBDCs at RippleX. What's interesting to me is under the job description, what you will do as the product manager for CBDCs within RippleX. Build and execute on a vision for financial use cases of the Ripple central bank digital currency ledger platform that serves our central bank partners, which includes creating and managing digital currency stablecoins and building interoperability between private and public ledgers. So this role position is alluding to creating digital currency within that ledger, which could include stablecoins. The verbiage is really interesting to me because essentially is this leading me to, and this is just speculation, within this, is this basically saying that Ripple is going to facilitate the creation of CBDCs in that ledger as well? It'll just be interesting to watch play out. I mean, paying attention to verbiage is always something that we try to do in this space, and this is certainly verbiage that kind of stuck out to me. So I'll read it one more time. Financial use cases of the Ripple central bank digital currency ledger platform that serves our central bank partners, including creating and managing digital currency, stable coins, and building out interoperability between private and public ledgers. Now, I stumbled across this today as well. Real quick, from sci-fi concept to cutting-edge technology, KPMG is exploring the metaverse. And again, what stuck out to me is a little bit concerning verbiage here about interactive sensing. Talking about, this is actually pretty crazy. At present, there are two ways to interact in the metaverse. The first is to outfit users with wearable devices such as XR helmets, smart bracelets, and electronic skins to pick up their movements, with images delivered to the user through a head-mounted display to complete the interaction. Okay, like VR, right? The second is a little bit more concerning to me. The second is to directly collect brainwaves or electronic signals through implanted or detachable brain-computer interfaces and then perform steps including calculation and compilation to enable human-computer interaction. Now they go on to say that the brain-computer interface concept is still in the experimental stage and has not yet been successfully applied in a business scenario. Therefore, from the perspective of technical feasibility, XR devices represent the most promising path towards meeting the current interactive and development needs of the metaverse, and they will be the focus of metaverse infrastructure in the future. But man, this second it's just some of this stuff's a little bit frightening. You know what I mean? Directly collecting brainwaves or electronic signals through implanted or detachable brain-computer interfaces. Thank God we're not there yet. Last but not least, had a report coming out from CNN. Crypto is making a comeback. Actually, some interesting stuff in here. Many investors, I'm not saying that to use CNN as a benchmark for news, but trying to run the gamut on a daily basis, you stumble across stuff like this, and some of it's interesting, some of it's not. A quote that they pulled from here does kind of have synergy with at least some of the things that I'm witnessing right now in the space. Maybe you've witnessed, similar mindsets, but quote unquote, many investors are concerned the macroeconomic outlook will not improve anytime soon. So they're selling every time prices increase with digital assets. At the same time, institutions and savvy investors seem to think that Bitcoin has formed a bottom and continues to accumulate, he said, adding that such moves often drive excessive price action. Now, this is Martin Heisbach, the head of blockchain and crypto research at Uphold. So not sure where he's pulling the facts from, but and not sure if Bitcoin's bottom is actually in. You guys know my opinion on that, but we have seen a lot of people in this space, rightfully so, being extremely concerned about kind of the global macroeconomic outlook. It'll be interesting, like we always talk about, how that will play out. And as always, if there is news to present, I will certainly present it. I think the Ripple information, let's wait for more information on this, obviously. This Reuters is generally pretty decent at putting out publications and putting out news, so I'm assuming they do have a source. It'll be interesting to watch how this plays out. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will talk to you when I talk to you. Thanks. Bye.